Hi everyone. In this video tutorial, we are going to see how to test a form. So here before video we have seen how to test a text box, button, checkbox, radio button. In this tutorial we are going to see drop down. So here this is a form we've used for the form testing. Here you can see this is a drop down. So drop down functionality is like if you're clicking the arrow, it will show the options. From that options, you can able to select whatever items you needed. So this is the single select drop down because you can select only one item from the drop down. So here we are going to test how these items are selected automatically because here you are having more than 100 items. So if you are testing one by one, it will take more time. So now what we are going to do is like we are going to test the drop down using Selenium automation like Webdriver. You create a class drop down, select main method. Now I've created a class with drop down. I'm going to write a script for Webdriver and getting an URL. Webdriver driver equal to new Firefox driver. Import your Webdriver and a Firefox driver. After that give get URL. So driver.get the URL whatever you are going to test. And now you are going to select the element which you are going to test and you are going to get the details of that element. Here I am going to select a single value from a drop down. Open your web page. So in this only I am going to do the operation in predefined countries. Select, right click. So select the predefined. You can see here the name is Q9 and in select tag it is there. The name Q9 and ID is Q9. So you can see under select tag you are having the options. The options are like option value equal to the value whichever and next the visible text. So in this options only we are going to select a drop down items. So I am going to select a ID. Now give driver dot find element by dot ID. So like other form elements, we cannot directly test the drop down. For that we are having a special class called select because drop down is inside select tag, so you need to use select. So here you are going to use a Selenium class select, object name equal to new select of whatever drop down you are going to select, that drop down inside the select method. Now import your select. You can see here Selenium select. Import Selenium as a third option. Just click that. Now it got selected and now you are going to select a single item. For selecting we are having different methods like select by value, select by index, select by visible text. Using these three methods you can able to do a select operation. So now I am going to use select by value. I will be doing one by one. So first give select by index. S dot select by index. Index is nothing but it will start from 0 to 10. So if you are giving 10, it will choose the 10th element. And if you are giving 100, it will choose the 100th element. So to choose a particular element, you are using an index. So give here index 10. So now the 10th element, whatever is there, that will get selected. So now run your Selenium script. You can see here in DropDown, the 10th element will get selected. You can see here the 10th element, it is selected. If you want to cross check it, just open the and check 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the 10th element this got selected. Likewise, you can also use other two methods. It is not necessary to use all the three methods in the same time. You can use either one method. Either you can use index or value or visible text. Here I am giving select by value India. Now it will select the value India. Comment the previous one and run your script. Now in DropDown, India will get selected. Next, here you give the next method s.select by visible text. In visible text, I am going to give Iceland so that Iceland will get selected. Now run your code. You can see here, this is the Iceland, so that will get selected. So here whatever it is viewing, that we will call it as a visible text. I will show you the syntax how the option will be available. So value equal to is a value, and inside the tag, like closed tag, whatever it is in black, that is called as a visible text. So run the script. Now Iceland is got selected. So the difference between value and the visible text is, normally it will be like, the syntax will be like options. Inside a select, it will be like options, value equal to whatever value, and next you will be having a text, that is visible text will be under a closed of a option tag. So here only the visible text will be available. So most of the developer will give the value and the visible text as same. Some of them will give different. So whenever they given difference, you want to select the drop down for that only. In value you will choose this, in visible text you will use this method. You have to know the difference between two things. It's not a same one, it's different one. So now to deselect the web element, like radio button, to deselect it, you are going to use a method like select. We are having the same way of deselect method. So these are the deselect method: deselect all, deselect by index, by value, by visible text. Here if you are giving deselect all, it will deselect. This deselect everything will be mostly used in multiple select drop down. You can also use this deselect one by one, by deselect by index 10 or deselect by value. India, deselect by visible text, Iceland. So whatever way you have selected, you can give it as the same way for deselect. You can't give everything at the same time, one by one only you have to give. It will work similar to the select operation. Just comment this and give deselect all. Then run it. It will deselect the selected option. And it will give you the option like the first, whatever in the drop down first item, it will show that. So you can see here, it have given it select and deselect, it have come to afterwards. So that is the first item in a drop down. Likewise, you have to perform your drop down operation. And now we are going to see how to get the options in your drop down. We are having more options. So we need to see how to get the options. How many items in the drop down, we are going to check it. So this deselect mostly will be used in multi-select drop down. Now we are going to get the options in the drop down. The following are the syntax. Just select S equal to new select of driver. So already the drop down is saved in object S. So just give S dot get options. So how much option is there, that will be get to this web element. So each option is a web element. So we are going to use a list concept here. Just give list of web element options equal to S dot get option. In order to print how many options is there, just give it in a get options. So before giving the looping, give it in a get options. So now we are going to give a loop like I is equal to 1 to option dot size I plus plus. Before that, print how many options in your drop down. After that, option dot get I of. Instead of click, we are going to use a get text. So one by one, the text will be get from the drop down. So you have to give it in a system out so that it will print in your console. Now run the test. It will get all the options from the drop down. From Afghanistan to Zimbabwe, all the options will be printed in your console. If it is printed, it is correct, or else according to the requirement, the drop down is not working, you can fix your test. So it is running. So you can see here it is printed and the total items is 237 and it printed from Albania. So you can see here the first one is Afghanistan. It has printed Albania. You can see you have given index I is equal to 1 to size. So instead of I is equal to 1, you have to give 0 because the index starts from 0. Now run your script. Now you can see here it will be from Afghanistan to Zimbabwe. it have printed. So like this you have to give the items to get an options from the drop down. In next session we can see how to test the link. Thank you.